Welcome back, Geetroit Rock City, to your new local news show, This Week in the Scene. I'm your host, Will Anderson, and this week in the scene, I've lost my desk. Kicking us off, this week in the scene, Lucy Loren's music video, Wanting You, has hit a well-deserved 10,000 views. Meanwhile, COOLDAD's video for Lovecoin is still under 300, meaning the only videos by COOLDAD that seem to get any popularity are the ones featuring Cade Baker. Thankfully, this week in the scene, Cade Baker has made it home from Rome, making it back just in time to play the homecoming set at the Bowen Club on February 9th. Wink. Unlike Lockie DeMasi, who is still sick. Meaning for the time being, Blondhouse is still a two-piece, proving that bass players are quite irrelevant. Breaking news! This week in the scene, Carly Georgia has dyed her hair red. This entire segment revolved around using the song Reaction by Left at the Avenue for a funny joke. Unfortunately, we can't do that because the band deleted it. To make up for this, we're inviting Carly Georgia onto the show for an exclusive interview. So, Carly Georgia, please tell us the motive behind the red hair.
I like the color red.
Awesome! Thank you, Carly Georgia, for that exclusive interview on This Week in the Scene. In other news, this week in the scene, Carly Georgia has been spotted making an appearance in Jasmine Adria's new band at BDK Festival, otherwise known as Big Daddy Keach Festival. Fortunately for us, Carly Georgia has left her phone behind, providing us access into the band's group chat. Having a little stalk, we can see on the horizon for Jasmine Adria there is a bit of and a lot of photos of a guy named Jake. This week in the Okay, this week in the scene, starting 2025 off with a huge bang, Thomas Tiger Wallace has dropped his debut single, which is incredibly depressing. Although, not as depressing as Red Eyed Rumour's band launch at the Bowen Club, which was quickly shut down due to power loss. It is red-eyed and rumoured that a rescheduled date will be announced soon. Speaking of dates to be announced soon, this week in the scene, COOLDAD still doesn't have one for their third single, War in Hong Kong. What we do know is that it will probably come out this month. Just like Parakeet's new single, Rat, which is coming out next week. Rat is a song about the type of person who would delete half of their band's discography off of Spotify, but we all know that no one would be stupid enough to do that. This week in the scene, Left at the Avenue has postponed Band from the Kitchen to February. Originally aimed to be released before September 2024, which was an achievable goal considering it was filmed in April, it is now being released in February. It is safe to assume at this rate, Band from the Kitchen is never seeing the light of day and is best left swept under the rug. In more recent Left at the Avenue news, this week in the scene, they've showcased their latest and greatest original idea by playing a live set in a library. A never-before-seen concept and something they should be very proud of coming up with all on their own. Concluding this week in the scene, COOLDAD continues to reuse the same idea for content and will soon be considered sellouts. Hopefully before we know it, just like Left at the Avenue, they'll come up with their own original ideas. In the meantime, I've been your host Will Anderson, and we'll see you next week in the scene, Geetroit Rock City. Stay awesome!